So I just wanted to say a little bit about Gurukula and a little bit about, my chapter spoke a little bit about the journey we've been on and what kind of inspires me and what gave me the reason, the importance of a Gurukula. So before I got involved, there were 3 talks by 3 different devotees at the Gurukula. And my children are there and they used to go there. And the first talk was from, I don't know if anyone here, raise your hand if you know Mother Urmila. Mother Urmila? Yeah? Amazing Prabhupada disciple, really good speaker. And she said one thing very interesting. She goes, no religious movement or spiritual movement grows unless you invest in its children. You know? So for me, that raised the importance. Why do we have a Gurukula in the first place? It's like if actually we want to grow, the easiest way to grow it is through your children. The second thing was one of the teachers, Mother Gurukula, she's the head teacher now, but at the time she was a year 5 and 6 teacher, and she said, I never want a child to turn to their parent and say, why did you put me in a Gurukula? So for me that was about the quality. What is it that's actually delivered that prepares a child not just for spiritual life, which is actually the most important thing which will help us most in life, but also just the rigmarole of daily life. Be able to do maths, English, and all the rest of it and get a job. And then the next was Shyama Sundar Prabhu, Prabhupada disciple. If you ever read his books, Chasing Rhinos, I highly recommend it. And he was one of the first devotees who came to the UK to set up this movement, so that we have this wonderful facility here. And he said, Srila Prabhupada, he didn't want many stars, he wanted a shining moon. And if you see that, a society gets affected by the one. The one, like Srila Prabhupada was one, and the amount of effect he had. You know, in our temple community here, a devotee like Shuddhidharma, he was one. Again, so much change. You know, now we have Keshav Swami, again, you see the effect, so it's one. So for me, in my vision of singing, was that all you need is one child to come out of this school that can have a massive effect on society. And just to give you a little history in that kind of journey, I got involved in school about 4 years ago. It was rated inadequate by Ofsted. They wanted to close it. We had a letter from them saying, actually, if you don't improve, we will close. It was in financial difficulty, and they had no leadership. So there's a Mataji here, you might see her, Mother Guru. If ever you see her, thank her, because she put in 30 years plus of thankless service to actually have a Gurukula here. But it got to a stage where legislation, everything else, it was so much. And it just looked like, okay, there's no reason to keep this school going. And myself and a few other devotees said, no, let's set up a charity, we'll take it on. And that's the Gurukula Trust. And within a short period of time, we promoted our year 5 and 6 teacher, Mother Gurukula, to head. And she's basically put the school on her back and transformed it. So a year and a half ago, we had an offset inspection, we were rated good, which is really unheard of when you jump from inadequate to good. We sorted out a large part of the financial issues, and now it's very much about the next stage, about taking the school forward, because we've done so much for it to get out of the situation it was in. And this is the thing, is whether your child goes to Gurukula, doesn't go to Gurukula, they all affect and impact our society, you know. And our goal is, I could fill the school twice over if it wasn't a fee-paying school. The reason we're a fee-paying school is for its size. It's a small school. As soon as you get, the economics don't really work for schools of that size. And it really works because our teachers take a sacrifice to be there. And ultimately, it would be wonderful if we could make it a free school, but it just wouldn't work. So that's why we're always looking for donations, help. We're looking for people who want to volunteer, who want to give more, give time, energy. It's a wonderful experience to be involved with children, give your expertise. And any teachers out there, you know, we always want to push that forward. So that's in a nutshell what the Gurukula is. And if you see, also just the children that come to Gurukula, typically, devotee children are wired a different way, you know? And for them to have that opportunity to grow, to express themselves, nothing is forced, you know? And that's the beautiful thing, is when a child naturally takes to Krishna consciousness, we can't be forced to love Krishna, you know? But when they develop these habits, these attractions, these impressions in their age, at a young age, whatever they do in life, it stays with them. And so, you know, if anything you want to help or get involved, I have a table over there. You're more than welcome to come to the Gurukula anytime. As Nimai Chandra mentioned, every Friday night we have a program, wonderful prasad. And then I just wanted to talk very briefly about a second project which is associated with the Gurukula. And that's called Activate. It's Activate Community Project. And what I've seen over the years, so I'm not only involved in the Gurukula, I'm involved in a couple of other schools as a governor. And post the pandemic especially, we're seeing now more and more children with attention disorders, social anxiety. They typically, especially older children, they go home from school and they're in front of a screen for 4 or 5 hours at a time. And this is impacting them. What I see is, for devotee children as well, is the older they get, that kind of teenage years, they don't necessarily need Krishna consciousness. We always need Krishna consciousness, but what they need is a good friend circle. They need to be able to recreate in a safe space. And so the idea with Activate is we get children to play football, do arts and crafts, we do things like Lego engineering, circuitry, computers, things that children normally wouldn't learn at school, but just to get them out of home, get them engaged again with other people, and we do a bit of yoga and meditation. So this again is another step of the care journey that we often struggle. What do you do with teenagers? How do you bring them? Especially, they have to make that choice at that age that I want to be a devotee. And I find the more that you push that agenda, the more they'll rebel to it. But if you give them just activities and things that they enjoy, around a circle of friends who are like-minded, they will grow as devotees. So, yeah, please come and speak to me. I'm willing to share more. And thank you for the opportunity. Yeah, Hare Krishna.